Well, it's seat installation time, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cobra Daytona Build. A lot of guys have issues with the seats. I'm using the Sparco Grid Qs with the standard. I'll show you what I've got here. As you guys have seen the seats, running these side mounts with sliders for the driver's side only. The problem with this is it's too wide, too long to fit in with the seat pans that Factory 5 provides underneath the car. A guy, Danny, down in Southern California, he fought it, had to weld in the little brackets and everything, and said, hey, if you come up with a better mousetrap for it, let me know. I've got it. I'm going to weld some 1/8 inch plate here to here, here to here. Just clears this rod. And then I can put the bolts in tighter, closer together, put them here, probably put a bolt here, 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 and here. I'm right on the seat pan. I don't have to, tap into one of the heavy metal part of the chassis. I'm done. And then I actually got room to wiggle it around if I need to. I probably weld nuts on the back side of these, so that way just bolts and then nuts on the bottom. So we've already cut some steel. We've got some 1 inch or 1.5 inch. Let me show you what we cut with the plasma cutter over here. So we got some 1.5 inch strips. Not hot. I think that's at least 1/8 thick, if not more. So we'll cut that to length, clean those up with the grinder, and then we'll weld them onto the bottom of this chassis. Now the other seat, since it doesn't have a slider, I'm just running the standard, these side plates. I'm going to weld from plate to plate, and I don't have to worry about it. And hopefully they're not aluminum, because I don't know, I might have bought aluminum ones for the passenger side, but I'll have to check. So we'll worry about that when we get there. So we'll get some welding done here, but I think this solves the seat mount issue. So thanks again for watching. So I made sure the sliders are both lined up, cleaned up the paint on both sides, and then I've got my bracket here, which I painted. It's drying, so we'll just clean off the paint a little bit on both sides, and then we will weld that thing in. And then I'll make a bracket for the front down into here. And then I said, then I can pick up both holes, weld them. I think this is a perfect idea for this. So I said, the next seat I'll just go weld right off the bracket. I might not even need to do that, but I'll probably do it anyhow. So it just makes it easy. So I got my seat pans. The seat brackets are all welded up. Let me show you what I've done. Then we're going to go set this in the car to kind of see where this sits, even though I mocked it up, so I know it's going to be good. But I'll show you what I've got here. So what I've done is I've welded straps from the bottom slider straight across, nice and flat. Yeah, as you can see, it's all welded up. This thing is going nowhere. I think it's about an 1/8 inch thick steel with 5/16 inch holes. These will line up perfect with the seat pans. So you can see over here, I've marked the seat pans. And these things should be pretty much spot on. So, as I said, I'm trying to avoid, tapping into any of the tubes. I wanted everything to go through the seat pan. This should solve my problem. So I'm going to get the seat on over here, set it in, and then I'll kind of mark it where I think it should be. Then we'll double check to make sure the hole's clear. Got the seat mounted in the car. And this is one of the reasons why with these seats. Some of those other ones, the fit up here is really tight. And as you can see, I got space. I don't have to worry about that thing rubbing. But as you can see down here below now, you see where my seat pan's marked out. My mounting holes are well within the seat pan. So I have no issues. Just 4 holes, straight on through, piece of cake. So now I don't know where this has got to sit exactly. It's got to be turned this way, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to get in and we'll slide this back and forth, kind of get an idea of what I would do. Then I can actually, makes it easy to mark it too. I can reach near with a black Sharpie or something and just Sharpie and then just mark it and drill it and go. So it should be pretty good. So I'm going to hop on in and we'll slide this back and forth, and the slider still works good even though I welded it. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. So I've got the seat where I need to be. The nice thing is if I shove it back before it hits the roll cage back into here, as you can see, I can't get the clutch more than about 1/3 the way down. So I'm thinking someone 6'1" or 2" could drive this car. I don't know if you can see I'm thinking I can't reach the bottom. Not bad. Definitely the height issue is, my head is at the roll cage. And I think with the helmet on, I'm going to be up against the top of the thing. But then again, these seats are tall, especially with the mounting brackets and the sliders. That side's going to be about 1 inch, 1.25 lower over on the passenger side. But then if I slide this thing all the way forward, Now you can see I got plenty of room for the clutch. So I'm thinking someone 5'5", 5'6" could reach the pedals, which is one of my goals to have my daughter be able to drive this car. She's only about 5'5", so I'm thinking that right here should be good. And then I come back right about there, and that's pretty comfortable for me. Shifter falls at a perfect spot, I think a perfect height. Center console, I was going to build the center console up a little bit, but after sitting here in the seat, my arm just kind of rests really comfortably right like this. I don't know if you can see my arm. I don't think I'm going to build that up. Bolsters are down below the shift point, so that doesn't cause any issues. The steering wheel, there's not a lot of room, but that's just the way these old cars are. But you know, that's right there. That's perfect for the clutch. So heel and toe, heel inside of my foot. You can see the pedals are set up almost perfect. So I think I'm in a pretty good spot here. So my thing is before I bolt the seat down, I'm going to get the body on, because I know these bolsters come very close to the body. So I don't want to drill holes and then realize I'm too far that way. Even though I've got the seat pretty tight up here against the tunnel. I definitely have more room over here, but I could kick it more this way like this. It's just going to limit my forward travel a little bit because the seat's going to hit where the tunnel comes out right there. So that's why I'm hoping I can keep it over this way, just about like that. That's about where I want it, because then I can now, as you can watch, actually I think that's as far as it goes forward. So now let's see if I kick this over. Thinking just like that. So that way it's all the way far forward, short person. I don't know if you can see this. I mean, the foot's not even bending. And then if I bring it back, that's about, probably even go a little bit further. My foot's pretty well extended there. So that feels pretty good though. I think I'm in a pretty good spot right here. I think this is, I think we're good. So you guys saw my seat modification. Let me show you where the bolts ended up, which I think will be perfect too. Actually, I'll mark them right now, and then you guys can really see once I pull it off. Okay, so now you can see my 4 holes for the seat mounting brackets. So I'm well within the whole seat pan. I don't have to do anything crazy, you know, drilling holes into that tube or anything. Through bolt, done. So this is going to work beautiful. I'm going to do the same thing with the other seat, but instead of welding into the slider, I'm going to weld into that seat bracket itself. So I think we'll call this one a wrap. As I said, I'm not going to mount the seats until I get the body on, figure exactly where these things need to go, and then I'll get my daughter in, my son, back and forth, make sure I got full adjustment. As I said, I don't see any reason why you can't fit 6'1", 6'2", and down to 5'5" in here. Height, definitely, because you can see the height of these seats. And as I said, I got this bracket lowered. I might be able to lower it another 1/4 of an inch. I might try to do that by re-drilling that hole right there. We'll see. As I said, it's pretty tight right now, but I may see what I can do just to give me a little bit extra room, but it's not going to change much, so I doubt I'll really worry about it. But thanks again for watching, and we figured out the seat issue, a little bit of welding, a little bit of fabrication, and opens up all sorts of possibilities of where these things can go. So thanks again for watching. Appreciate it. And hit subscribe, and we'll keep them coming at you. Thanks.